Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. If you're someone who's serious about rich dad, poor dad, building a powerful mindset, financial freedom, or achieving your goals, then you're in the right place. In this video, we're diving deep into something that can truly shift your perspective and help you grow faster. Make sure to watch this video till the end because the real gems are waiting for you in the second half. You don't want to miss them. Let's get started. Have you ever asked yourself why some people work hard all their lives but still struggle financially, while others seem to grow their wealth effortlessly, even without working as hard? It's not luck. It's not inheritance. It's the mindset, the financial mindset. And that's exactly what separates the rich from the poor. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how you think about money, how you use it, and how you make it work for you. Most people are taught to chase a paycheck, to look for job security, to play it safe. But the harsh truth is, job security is an illusion in today's world. Real freedom doesn't come from a steady salary. Real freedom comes from understanding money, building assets, and learning how to create income that doesn't need your time. The problem is, we're taught the wrong lessons. We're told, go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, work for 40 years, then retire. But no one tells you how to grow wealth. No one teaches you about taxes, investing, real estate, or passive income. And by the time you realize that, you're stuck in the rat race, working to pay bills, to pay loans, to survive, not to thrive. The system is designed that way. It trains you to become a good employee, not a financially free human being. And that's where the difference lies. The wealthy don't think like employees. They think like owners, creators, investors. They focus on acquiring assets, things that put money in their pocket whether they work or not. Meanwhile, the poor and middle class spend their lives collecting liabilities that drain their income, cars, gadgets, credit card debt, all disguised as symbols of success. We need to unlearn and relearn. We need to start asking, what is an asset? What is a liability? What truly creates wealth? Buying a house is not always an asset. Driving an expensive car doesn't mean you're rich. Real wealth is silent. It's hidden in smart investments, cash-flowing properties, dividend stocks, businesses you own, royalties, and systems that make money while you sleep. You don't need to be a genius to build wealth. You need discipline, you need courage, and above all, you need financial education. Read books, listen to mentors. Watch how money works. Start small, but start smart. The wealthy teach their kids the language of money. They talk about returns, risks, taxes, business opportunities. Poor and middle-class parents, out of love, teach their kids to play it safe. But safety is the biggest risk in a world that's changing fast. If you don't learn how to make money work for you, you'll spend your whole life working for money. And when that job ends, when the market crashes, when inflation rises, you'll feel helpless. But you don't have to be. You can learn, you can change, you can take control of your financial future. It's not too late. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you decide, right now, to think differently. Start observing the rich. Not what they wear, not what they drive, but how they think, how they invest, how they create systems. They don't get rich by working more hours. They get rich by creating more leverage. Leverage means using other people's time, money, or knowledge to grow your wealth. If you trade time for money, your income has a limit. But if you build systems that run without you, there is no limit. That's why the rich build businesses. They invest in people. They delegate. They automate. They think long-term. While most people chase comfort, they chase freedom. And freedom doesn't come cheap. It takes sacrifice. It takes risk. It takes stepping out of the normal path. You have to break out of the cycle. Stop working just to pay bills. Stop thinking a high salary is the goal. The goal is ownership. The goal is equity. The goal is to own things that grow in value over time. It could be real estate. It could be stocks. It could be a digital business. But you need to build something that pays you even when you're not working. That's not a dream. That's a plan. And the first step is awareness. The moment you realize that your job won't make you rich, your mindset starts to shift. You stop spending to impress. You start investing to progress. You stop fearing debt and start learning how to use it wisely. You stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building streams of income. Every dollar you earn is a seed. The question is, are you eating your seeds or planting them? Most people earn and spend, stuck in an endless cycle. But the wealthy take a portion of every dollar and invest it into something that grows. They think of money as a tool, not a reward. They delay gratification not because they're cheap, but because they understand value. They'd rather invest in an asset that pays them forever than waste money on something that loses value the moment it's bought. And the amazing part is, you can do the same. You can start today. You don't need a huge amount. You need the mindset, the commitment, and the courage to break the pattern. The reason most people never build wealth is because they're emotionally attached to the security of a paycheck. That feeling of consistency, of knowing when the money is coming in, that's what keeps them trapped. But real wealth lies beyond that comfort zone. It begins when you start taking calculated risks, when you stop fearing failure, when you accept that losing money temporarily is part of learning how to build real wealth. Nobody becomes rich without making mistakes. The difference is they learn from them. They don't get discouraged. They double down on their financial education. They build financial intelligence, something schools never teach. Financial intelligence is the ability to read numbers, to understand how taxes affect your income, to spot good deals, to see opportunity where others see fear. It's knowing how to use the bank's money to grow your own wealth. It's understanding how to create value in the market. It's building something that people need and are willing to pay for. You don't need to be a tech genius or a Wall Street expert. You just need to be committed to growth, committed to taking control of your financial life. And it starts with how you think. Start saying, I don't want to just work for money. I want to build assets. I want to own my time. I want to create impact and income. Understand this. Wealth is not just about money. It's about time, choices, and peace of mind. The poor think only in terms of monthly income. The rich think in terms of net worth, in terms of how long they can live without working. And that's a powerful shift, because the moment you stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like an investor, everything changes. You stop panicking when prices go down. You start looking for opportunity. You stop living in fear of losing your job. You start building income that isn't tied to any job. That's when you know you're on the right path. Don't let society shame you for thinking big. Don't let people who've settled for less convince you that wealth is greedy or selfish. You can do good and do well. You can build wealth and still be kind, still be generous, still give back. In fact, when you have more, you can help more. You can support your family, donate to causes, create jobs, and live life on your terms. That's the real purpose of wealth. Not just to buy things, but to buy freedom. To wake up when you want, to choose who you work with, to spend time with your loved ones without watching the clock. That's a life worth striving for. And it's possible, but only if you stop following the crowd. Most people live financially blindfolded. They don't know where their money goes. They don't track their expenses. They don't plan. They just react. And that's dangerous. You need to become the CFO of your life. You need to know where every rupee, every dollar is going. You need to budget, to invest, to protect and grow your money like your future depends on it. Because it does. Build habits. Read daily, talk about money, surround yourself with people who are thinking big, taking action, building things. Your environment matters. The conversations you have every day shape the person you become. You're not stuck. You're not too late. You're not behind. You're one decision away from shifting your life. Start small. Start now. Open that investment account. Learn about real estate. Build that side hustle. Pay off that debt. Build that emergency fund. It's not about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about becoming financially literate, one step at a time. Because once you understand money, you can control it. And once you can control it, you can create freedom. And that's the goal. not just to be rich, but to be free. If you want a better life, you have to stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like a creator. Don't just look for where to spend money, look for where to grow it. Most people are addicted to spending. They buy things to feel good temporarily, then wonder why their wallet is always empty. But wealth building isn't about showing off. It's about planting seeds, making smart decisions, and playing the long game. It's about living below your means so you can invest the difference. It's about creating a gap between what you earn and what you spend, and using that gap to build something powerful, something that works for you day and night. The truth is, money will never solve a lack of financial intelligence. If you win the lottery today but don't understand money, you'll lose it all. But if you have the mindset and knowledge, even small amounts can grow into something massive. That's why some people can turn 10,000 rupees into lakhs and others lose everything no matter how much they earn. It's not about luck, it's about choices. And your choices with money are a reflection of your beliefs about money. So change the belief. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am disciplined, I am building wealth, I am not afraid to learn, to grow, to take control. Forget what the crowd says, forget what they laugh at. While they're watching Netflix, you're reading books. While they're upgrading their phone, you're upgrading your mindset. While they're waiting for the weekend, you're working on a plan to never depend on a weekend again. That's what this journey is about. It's not about quick fixes. It's not about motivational quotes. It's about daily actions, quiet, consistent, relentless actions. Learn how money flows, study taxes, understand assets, track your net worth, build systems, build skills, build yourself. You don't need permission to become wealthy. You don't need anyone's approval. You need commitment. The commitment to stop being financially average, start asking the right questions. What can I build? What problem can I solve? What skills can I learn that the market values? How can I turn my time into something scalable, something repeatable, something profitable? The moment you start thinking like that, you're already ahead of 90% of people, because they're still thinking, where can I find a better job? And you're thinking, how can I create value that pays me forever? That's the difference between someone who survives and someone who thrives. Between someone who gets paid once and someone who gets paid for life. You have a gift, you have potential, and the world needs it. But if you spend your entire life working for someone else's dream, you'll never build your own. That's the biggest trap. Wake up, open your eyes. The world has changed. The old rules don't work anymore. Job security is fragile. Retirement plans are not guaranteed. Inflation is real. You need to take responsibility for your financial future. No one is coming to save you, no government, no boss, no company. But here's the good news. You don't need saving. You need awakening. You need to realize your own power. Start where you are. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect amount, the perfect plan. Start messy. Start now. Read that book. Start that budget. Make that investment. Build that business. You are not too young. You are not too old. You are not too late. Every step you take today echoes into your future. Every smart decision you make compounds over time. Wealth is built by those who are willing to learn what most ignore, do what most won't, and stay consistent when others quit. And remember this, it's not about becoming rich for the sake of money. It's about becoming rich in mindset, rich in time, rich in freedom, rich in choices. That's the true reward. Not the car, not the house, but the ability to say no, the ability to walk away, the ability to live life fully, without financial fear holding you back. That's the life you deserve. And it starts with you, right now. So stop waiting. Build the mindset, build the habits, build the assets, and become the person who doesn't just dream of wealth, but lives it, breathes it, and passes it on. This is your time. Make it count. Thanks for watching this book summary. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.